Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Tuesday night, and I got a big package of comic books in the mail the other day, so I'm itching to show them off. Welcome to the chat, Luis Ramirez 504. How you doing, buddy? TMC Comics, welcome. Perry's Comics, he's always on the live streams. Who else? I think that's it so far. We got a few on the chat. Just playing a little bit of tunes, chilling out, lit up a cigar. There's Infamous. And I apologize in advance. I need to order some soft lights. I'm outside now. It's getting dark, so the lighting isn't the best. It doesn't look too bad if you're watching this on a cell phone or a laptop, but if you're blowing this up on your TV, it's going to look pretty grainy. So I'm working on getting some better lighting. The camera from my laptop's pretty good. Usually I don't know, I think it's supposedly broadcasting in 720, but I find the lighting to be an issue. So I'm going to work on getting some better lighting. Hey, Marcus, speaking of the devil, we're going to be highlighting a lot of those books that you sent me, my friend. So sit back and enjoy. My poison tonight is a little bit of bourbon, a little Knob Creek. Not too much, just a little something to take the edge off. Nothing too serious. I did over the weekend. I did get some really nice bourbon. I got a couple of bottles of that Buffalo Trace, which is I don't know if you guys are bourbon drinkers, you might know what it is. Buffalo Trace is it's out of Kentucky. It's a pretty well known bourbon distiller. They age their bourbon about 9 years. So in the last year and a half, that bourbon has become very, very popular. It's hard to find. Most of the liquor stores around me, if they get any, it's sold out like the same day because there's people that are on a list that request it. Luckily for me, I've got my business partner is connected in the liquor business, so I don't have to wait. I can basically get it at cost too, which is nice. So I just don't like to pull out favors like that often. So to enjoy over the holidays. I actually got a bottle of that Blanton's too. I should show that off. That freaking bottle is amazing. Yeah, maybe near the end of the show, I'll show off that Blanton's bottle. So if you hang out through the show, you'll get to see the bottle of Blanton's that I've been talking about. If you've been following my streams, especially the whiskey shows that I do on Thursdays typically. So let's start off with some of the books that I got from Marcus in the mail the other day. He sent me a beautiful, huge box of comic books. Man, there's some really good books in here. We'll start off with some Dave Stevens goodness. Twisted Tales. Love that cover. This came out, I think this came out in 85, 86. Like Eclipse Comics. So it's not there's a 70s version that came out originally. Dave Stevens did the cover on that. Just an awesome looking cover. I really like his artwork. So because of Marcus, I'm a big Dave Stevens fan now. So I'm always looking for stuff that he's doing. Another one I got from him is Jungle Comics. Awesome. He's really good at drawing females. Look at those legs. My God. Awesome Dave Stevens cover. Jungle Comics #1. This came out also in the 80s. I think 86, 87. Really nice looking book. And it's pretty hard to find. I mean, I don't see too many on eBay. Another one that's pretty cool is Jerry Iger's Sheena, Queen of the Jungle in 3D. Another, I think, yeah, that's Dave Stevens cover as well. And it comes with 3D glasses. Nothing like having a hot woman come at you in 3D. So really nice looking book. Awesome. Mandy the comic collector, welcome my friend. Oh, damn it. I'm not sharing my screen, am I? Yeah, I am. What am I thinking? Sorry. Technical glitch. I didn't think it was working there for a second. Another one I got here from Marcus is Giant Size Dracula #2. Another woman in bondage. Back in the day, those were pretty, that was a pretty risky cover to come out with, a woman tied in bondage. So really, really cool looking book. Let's see here. This is a book I got here from Marcus. The back cover is Dave Stevens cover, so the promo for Rocketeer. So if you're into Rocketeer, Dave Stevens did a lot of that original work. Really, really cool cover, or back cover rather, on that one. And of course, and this is one I don't have either. I don't have any of these books that he sends me. It's amazing. I never have. I don't have any of these books. Swamp Thing #4. Again, Bernie Wrightson. Awesome looking cover. Very cool book. I've got #3, so I need to get #1 and 2 eventually, if I could find a decent grade. But of course, I always know I get a nice grade from Marcus. He always sends me really nice graded, beautiful books in great shape. That one's pretty nice. Another one from the 70s, House of Mystery #181. And he gave me some notes on this. Let me see here. Make sure I get this right. Yeah, Neil Adams cover. Beautiful Neil Adams cover. So that's an early Neil Adams cover, and you have Bernie Wrightson did the story inside. So really cool book. I've got quite a few of these House of Mysteries. Maybe I can try to get a good run going. Maybe I can get 10, 20 issues of that, get a nice run of those books. Now, this is my first Man-Thing book. I don't have any Man-Thing. I might have like a modern book from Man-Thing, but nothing old. Hey, Ian Baldwin from Australia. Welcome, my friend. Thanks for joining the chat, especially all the way from Australia. That's awesome. So here's my first older Man-Thing book. This is the Man-Thing #11. Awesome cover. Really like that cover. Yeah, Mike Plug is the artist on that. You can see his signature right over there. Plug. Very nice. Awesome cover. I love that. And we got a Chamber of Darkness #3. Really nice looking book. I love the cover on that. And that is, I haven't read this yet. It looks like a Wrightson cover. Wrightson did a lot of those Chamber of Secret or the Chamber of Darkness books. So I could be mistaken. Marcus, I'm sure, will let me know in the chat. I think that's Wrightson. Beautiful cover. And this one is really interesting. I've never seen this one before. This almost looks like a photograph. It's a drawing, though. The Sinister House of Secret Love. It's pretty cool. I think they were targeting these towards young women, trying to get young women into comics. Kind of a mix of horror and trying to appeal to young ladies. Yeah, his notes are Gothic horror love novels were very popular in the later 60s through 1975. And Marvel grabbed one of the best cover artists from this genre of novels and produced a small run of books like this. Maybe targeted towards girls. Yep. Awesome. I love these notes from Marcus because it really kind of gives me some good education on that. He knows his 70s books, artists, and kind of what they were doing back then. Their target market. All right, what else do I got here? I got some other stuff I got in the mail, but he sent me a nice Zaffino cover. I love that. Spawn. God Country. If you guys haven't been collecting God Country, I would pick it up. You got Donny Cates. Awesome. It's an awesome story. Print run was pretty low on it. And supposedly they are making a movie on it. Donny Cates last year or earlier this year was writing the script. So God Country, once you see the trailer drop on that, those books are going to go crazy. You sent me a Nomen Omen by John Gallagher. Awesome. Fantastic art there. And I love that Nomen Omen. I actually thought the story was really good on that. Vampirilla Deja Thoris. Awesome cover. I don't know who did the cover on that. I got to look that up because that cover is just awesome. Not too sure of the artist on that. If I can read it here. I think that's an Anceletto cover. Anacleto? It's really good detail. I love it. I love that cover. I think it's Anacleto. I could be wrong. I think it's the A cover. I'll have to look into it though. But I love it. It's awesome. I mean, that is some really good artwork. I love that Vampirilla right there. Sweet. Awesome. And then this is one I don't remember ever seeing this. Kunagar, War of the Crowns. That is an awesome looking cover. I mean, that is a really nice cover. It's almost like an Esad Ribic kind of art. I'll have to look and see who the artist is. I don't know if it's the same artist that does the interiors or just the cover artist, but man, that is an awesome looking cover. I think this came out a couple years ago, not that long ago. And then this one, he wrote notes on this one. I have to make sure I get this right. DV8 #1. It's an Adam Hughes and Bernie Wrightson cover collaboration. So they both collaborated on that cover, which is cool. I didn't know that. So yeah, Adam Hughes and Bernie Wrightson collaborating on that. Really cool. All right, so we'll take a break here for a second. Silver Age Dave, how you doing, my friend? I was on his chat this morning, his live stream. I wish I had half the books that Silver Age Dave has. This morning, and he was showing off those Green Lanterns and what else was it? Green Lantern and I think it was Avengers, maybe. It was awesome. So he has awesome books. I know his collection is extensive. Oh, did I read that wrong, Marcus? Dave Stevens and Adam Hughes. Okay. Actually, I did read that right. You wrote Bernie Wrightson. So Adam Hughes and Dave Stevens. Awesome. And then we'll finish up Marcus's comic haul here with the big boys, the big magazine size. Erie #112. The reason this book's awesome, obviously besides the cover being sweet, is this is Marcus's favorite artist, Esteban Maroto. He did the inside artwork. So let's open this bad boy up just so we can get just a little taste of that artwork by Maroto. Always struggling with the tape on these bastards. All right. Being careful here. This is an older book. Yeah, man, he is good. A lot of detail. Esteban Maroto, just a lot of great detail in that artwork. I don't know if you guys can see it really good or not. Just really, really nice. All black and white. But I mean, I can definitely appreciate the details. Fantastic on this. Again, Esteban Maroto, really, really cool. Oh man, look at that. Whew. Man, that takes some time and love. That's love right there, creating that type of art. I love it. So that will be absolutely cherished. That is one of the best books I've seen in a long time. And the next one we have here is Creepy number 16. Some awesome artists inside, but the cover is by Frazetta, Catgirl cover. Kind of a famous cover. Try to get it close so you guys can see. Just an awesome, awesome art by Frazetta. One of the best, probably one of the best. I think it's one of my favorite artists of all time for sure is Frazetta. Influenced so many different artists today. You can see elements of his artwork everywhere. Really, really nice. So awesome. Creepy number 16. Thank you so much, Marcus. And last but not least is Vampirilla number 36. Look at that cover. I believe this is San Julian. San Julian. Nice San Julian cover. Yep. Really nice. Still making covers today. Just awesome. Really nice cover. This book's in awesome shape too. Really, really nice. It's kind of like a gold. It's got like a gold foil on it. It's a sweet looking book. All right, man, that was a lot. That was a lot of books. I still have a few more to show. These are, I got some other stuff in the mail just recently. All right, what we got here? Silver Age Dave says, I wish I had half as many. Yeah, storage ends up becoming a problem. Silver Age Dave says, the guy brought my 131 more today, and he's still bringing another 200 to 300 tomorrow. Wow. Well, I can't wait to see those videos, man. I wish I could find somebody that was selling their father's comic book collection. It would be awesome. But you kind of find that up in Ohio, Pennsylvania, a lot of those Midwest states, Indiana. You've got people that have lived in those areas for a long, long time. Florida, unfortunately, where I live, it's just a bunch of transplants. There's people that move down here from up north and they move away. I mean, it's constantly, the joke around here is you don't want to get too close to anybody that lives in Florida because they may not be living there long. So, that's part of the problem with living in Florida is you don't have a lot of people that put down roots long term, typically. But Silver Age Dave, man, I need to I used to run a lot. I had a bad knee for a while, and I'm starting to do some walks now, and I need to get in a little bit better shape. And I'm always envious because I hear Silver Age Dave's like, yeah, I ran 13 miles today. 13 miles. I'd be happy if I could walk 2 or 3 miles, the condition that I'm in right now. Hey, T-Bone, what's up, my friend? Did you order that Esteban Salinas Black Cape variant last night? I did, sir. I did order it last night. I got one copy. I didn't go crazy on it. I've been buying multiple copies of a lot of Esteban's work, but I like that cover. I just decided, I've been buying a lot of books lately. End of the year, Christmas coming up. I just bought one copy. We could show that real quick. I'll promote my man Esteban anytime I can. So let me pull up that website real quick. There you go, guys. $20 book. Shipping's like $4 or $5. Yeah, so like $25. There's only 150. I did see the post this morning on Instagram from Black Cape Comics that they've sold about 25% of the book so far. So there are still some available, but it's not Not, you know, it'll probably take a week or so to sell out, but usually a lot of his covers sell out. So that book is really nice. Doll Island, I don't know much about it. It's a horror book set in the 1980s. It's an unabashed homage to the teen slasher films of the same era. Located off the coastal beaches of an idyllic small town, fabled island draws the curiosity of a tight-knit group of friends. Considered nothing more than a local ghost story, hardly anyone in the town gives more than a passing, shuddering thought to the strange dolls nailed to the thick, ancient trunks of the darkly wooded little isle. Yeah, it sounds pretty creepy. Cover's definitely creepy. I mean, what is that? Some legs coming out of the head or something? And then if you look closely in the water, you see all these dolls floating in the water. Yeah, that's definitely creepy. So if you're into horror type books, that might be a good one to look at. And you want limited, I mean, 150 virgin copies, that's pretty limited. So that might be a nice one to pick up. I did pick up a couple other books. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to grab that Blanton's bottle so I can show you that. Oh, all right. I had to refill my lighter too. I'm having problems with the lighter lately. Crazy. All right, guys. Here's that. All right. Let me show these books off first, and I'll show you the Blantons. So I also got in the mail Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 26 and 27. First and second appearance of Ultimate Taskmaster. He is going to be in the Black Widow movie, so this book is starting to heat up. I got both these for like $12, $6 a piece, so pretty good deal, I thought. By the way, I was on Comic 84's channel last week, and this was one of the questions that I actually bet that I would know, and I screwed it up. I knew this was Ultimate Taskmaster's first appearance, and I said Evil Miles Morales or something dumb like that, and it's so stupid. So this cost me the match getting this wrong, and I knew I ordered the book. I mean I knew I should have known. I had this in on order and was on its way to me. Another one I picked up, which I have this graded 9.6, but I wanted a raw copy. Red Sun #1, Superman Red Sun. This is a very undervalued book. You can find this for $20, $25 pretty consistently. This book should be $50, $60 easy. When it gets graded, if it grades 9.8, it sells for a lot of money. This one's probably a 9.8 candidate. It's in pretty nice shape. I think with shipping, I paid maybe $30. But it's, yeah, really nice book. One of the great stories by DC in the last 10, 20 years. I love that story. Another one that, if you're an Adam Hughes fan, this will be a nice book for you to look at. Catwoman number 70. Just, I love a red cover. I saw this can't remember where I saw it, Instagram maybe, somebody posted it. And I did not find a good copy on eBay. Most of the copies on eBay were very fine minus. A lot of them had spine dents. I got this, where did I get it? I think I got it through an Amazon seller for cheap, like really cheap. I think it was under $30. And this book normally goes $50, $60 pretty easily. So again, this is a low print run book, hard to find, awesome looking cover by Adam Hughes. I think this cover's better than the stuff he's doing today. I don't think his artwork today is that good. Next one. BTC Moon Guy, what's up, buddy? I got a second copy of Red Sonja versus Thulsa Doom #1. This is the Delato Virgin. It's not really Virgin. It does say Red Sonja on the front, but it is more limited. I had a copy already, but it had some spine dents, no color breaks or anything like that. But you know, it wasn't perfect shape, and I got one that's a little bit cleaner. Pretty cheap, $30. So, you know, this is a book also I think could be very undervalued. Not that many out there. Pretty low print run. Next one here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Power Rangers #1, the Gion variant. Really nice looking book. I love this cover. This was my favorite cover of all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Power Rangers covers. There's tons of store variants, regular covers. This was the best by far. Comes with a COA. There's only 300 of these made, so I've got number 76 out of 300, which is cool. Just a nice looking cover by Jiang. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Terrible with names. Spelled Giang. You can figure it out. Just a cool looking cover. And last but not least, this was the last one here. I got this in the mail. Found a decent deal on this. I did an auction. I bought this on an auction, but man, you cannot find this book cheap anymore. This was a book a couple months ago. I think you could find it $10, $15 pretty easily. I don't think finding it under $30, I think, is going to be a challenge now. Daredevil 610, second print, first appearance of Vigil on the cover. The print run on this is really low. I think only a couple thousand copies out there. I mean, it's a tough book to find. You go on eBay right now, there may be 2 or 3 listings. That's it. So you're not going to find this easily. Forget LCSs. I've been to tons of LCSs. Most of them didn't even order this book. So this is a book I think long-term could be a very, very hot book. If you can find it $30 to $40 range, I would buy it. All right. I was just doing a short video kind of showing that haul. I'll have, obviously tomorrow I'll have my new comic book day video out as well. Logan Torres, welcome to the chat, my friend. Just a Rican, hey, what's up, Rod? Logan says, I purchased Peach Monaco Red Mother Virgin variant. Yes. That Red Mother book looks pretty good. I heard the story is pretty interesting. Boom Studios, man, they've been on fire. A lot of their books lately have been really, really good. I think I picked up the one of the variants, the Nightmare on Elm Street variant. Found it for like $20 online. And I think that one's only like 500 copies made. So that one's probably going to get hot at some point, you know, especially if that book takes off. So I'll end the show here with displaying my bottle of, this is the bottle of Blanton's. Yeah. This is the Blanton's bourbon. It's got a date. So this was made January of this year. Well, bottled January of this year. It's 93 proof. You know, the top of these things go for money. I mean, people pay $50 to $75 just for the top of this bottle, which is kind of nuts. This is a pretty hard. Now, if you live in Kentucky or around Kentucky, you probably could find this fairly easy. I think it sells retail around $75 for the bottle. I did find, I think I had mentioned this before on my channel, I found a website in the UK that sells it. They must have a batch of it, but they want $75 a bottle plus $58 shipping, but they don't ship to Florida. So there's only certain states they ship to. I think they ship to Ohio. So Silver Age Dave, I don't know if you're a drinker or not, but you probably could get it shipped to you from the UK. I think it's called the whiskey. Yeah, I think it's called Whiskey Exchange. It's a UK site. But yeah, that's it. So that's kind of the comic haul. Again, I want to give special thanks to Marcus. He's a good man. He's always sending me awesome books. He's educated me quite a bit about a lot of those books from the 70s. He's got an awesome collection of books from that era. I'm working on building mine up. I'd like to find a lot more of those 70 horror books. I think there's definitely a big market for that. Let's see who else is in the chat. Hudak Comics, what's up, buddy? Appreciate everybody that was able to join. I love going on other people's channels and chatting as well. So I'm just like you. I do the same thing. I look for my next live stream tomorrow. I'll do a new comic book day or a new comic book preview of the books coming out the following Wednesday. So every Wednesday, I basically go through the Midtown orders and show you, what's coming out the following week, and give you an idea of what I think might be worth targeting and going after. Then, of course, Thursday, check me out for the Whiskey Comics and Whiskey, Cigars, and Comics show. I do that every Thursday, so it'll be kind of like tonight. I'm hanging outside, drinking a little whiskey and smoking some cigars and showing you guys what I think looks interesting. So on that show, I'll probably do more sharing my screen and showing you stuff off the internet that I think is interesting to look at. Maybe certain covers that look good. That's sort of I've been kind of known for that it's my specialty, that kind of looking at a lot of those store variants and stuff that's just really good artwork, artwork that I appreciate. All right, guys. Hey, have a great evening. I appreciate everybody that joined in the chat. Again, thank you, Marcus. Love the books, and I'll talk to you all soon.